Alright, so I went to the meeting yesterday. This is gonna be funny. I signed up for the poll watcher thing. And the good thing about it, uh, everything, they still think everything is a competition, right? So everything is, and these people are supposed to be on our side. They're supposed to be Republicans. So they, but I could tell, and I knew going in that it was going to be a competition. You know what I'm saying? Uh, and that they're really like Democrats at heart. And so anyway, as usual, it turns into a competition. But see, that's good for us because that means all we have to do, you know, is basically do the right thing, the stuff you was taught as a kid, all the good things. And to them, it's you. They see all that shit as you trying to show out and look better than them. You know what I'm saying? Literally, like just you're just following the rules you were taught. To them, you're trying to make them look bad. You're a goody two shoes. You know, it started out with, they asked the question, "Oh, what brings you here?" Da da da. And I'm like, "Oh, you know what? I've been getting these notifications in the mail for months now, and I've been forgetting to, make a point to come. Because really, I really did want to see what they was about. And they supposed to be, Republicans, da 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 da, black Republicans and shit like that. But I knew it was gonna be the same bullshit. So anyway, but basically I didn't say all that. I just said, oh, I had been meaning to come. And I guess they get your name off the voting rolls. I didn't jump on a bandwagon since 2016. I never voted for a Democrat for decades, never my whole life. But anyway, so I'm always been a registered. So I assume they got the name off the voting thing. When I moved up here years ago, I immediately started voting. This is before Trump. But anyway, but I didn't say all that. I just said, I've been getting, I got in the mail, da da da, with my name on it, come to this club. It's all right. But instead, so it's been like 5 months now. So I said, so basically I just told what was on my mind. I said, but this time I put it in my phone and I showed him my phone. And as usual, typical Democrat. I don't care. He thinks he's a Republican. And it proves they've been watching me. I always carry my phone in my hand because it's too big to put in my pockets. And I'm a dude. I don't carry a purse. So, uh, and I guess to them, I bought this phone to, I always had the latest phone for decades. I always had I always get the 2-year contract and just make payments. Always. I've been doing that before Boost Mobile even existed. I always, so like, I would tell my friends, oh, you got that expensive phone? I'm like, dude, just get a fucking contract. You can't afford $40 a month. What's wrong with you? And I never switched for, at least I switched companies, but that I always had the latest phone. And it's like, just get a fucking contract. How stupid are you? But and again, but see, that was back in the day. I didn't know what was going on. I'm like, why are they acting so jealous about a fucking phone? And I would tell them over and over, dude, just go to T-Mobile. Dude, just go to Verizon. Dude, AT, whoever. They'll run your credit. If you got good credit, they'll give you the phone. If they don't, they'll still give you the phone, but you got to pay, $100, $200 or whatever. Down payment, they give it back to you. No, they would, nah. They were acting like they were more the adults. So they would keep the old flip phone or something. And really, they were mad. They wanted one. This is like before 2000. Anyway, long story short, so the dude, last night he says, oh, it's because you got a black case. I'm like, what the fuck does that have to do with remembering? Basically, I put it in the calendar this time, so I wouldn't forget. I just put it in the calendar. And that's why I pointed to the phone. I said, oh, yeah, but this time I used my phone. And he said, yeah, it's because you got a, and he pulled out his phone. He got a new phone, too. And he's older than me. But it's like, why is that a big deal, dude? He said, oh, he had like a leather case. And, it's a nice case. It's like, why is that a big deal? And I just listened to him. I'm like, what does that have to do with remembering an appointment or something like that? He just says that he had the light case so he can he won't lose his phone. I'm like, I didn't lose my phone. I would forget what day, what night. The meetings are only once a month, and I would forget. And so then I would have to wait all the way to the next month. And I said, this time, when I got the notice, I put it in my phone to remind me. I put it a day before, so tomorrow night's the meeting. Hey, this idiot. But anyway, so the whole time, so when the guy who's over the program, he asks, oh, what brings you here? And like I told y'all in my other video, this time they got trained to be a poll watcher. And that's the first thing I said. I guess they wanted, again, it's just like the other group, Democrat group. They're trying to, what do you call, just basically be some kind of club. And it's like, no, man, we really got to stop these people. This is real, dude. This is a real deal. This is an attack. This is a terrorist. Biden, all of these motherfuckers, this is an attack. They're communists. This ain't about just marching and stupid shit like that. They're literally trying to take all our rights away. These folks are fucking crazy. So I said, I see you got on and I brought the piece of paper with me. I said, I see y'all got, you know, the information, the train to watch the polls coming up, for the next elections, so they won't cheat again. He said, oh, okay, yeah. I guess he wanted, like I'm trying to be down with the club. Oh, I just wanted to hang out with you guys. No, motherfucker, y'all supposed to really be trying, not just getting votes. That's fine, I understand that. You're trying to get black folks to vote for Republicans, and not just because it's like your favorite team, your favorite football team. It's not a game. These motherfuckers really, literally, you know what I'm saying, trying to change this whole country, and they're using black folks to do it. You're not being oppressed. That BLM shit, all that that bullshit. We're not being walking down the street. I'm not walking down the street getting beat up by the cops. If the cops stopped you, that mean you did. I ain't never been stopped by the cops for no reason. Decades, never. I ain't say I ain't never been stopped by the cops. I said for no reason. Is it never had no problem? You go on about your business or you did something. You ain't got the money to get out. That's on you. Should have stayed your ass in the house. But so, like I said, I explained to the guys, the neighborhood I live in. Like I said, all around here they got all the Biden signs and the BLM, all the white folks. It look like the one walking up, the white chick. And like I said, all this, you see they tearing this shit down. They just, a black guy I think owns it. They finna put there's a microbrewery right across the street. There's barbecue on the street. All these little hippie spots that all these white folks hang out. Like her. Yeah, but these are the main ones talking about we're oppressed. All these liberals. It's funny as hell. They tearing shit down, building new shit. It matter, like I said, last year at this time in the winter, the reason he just put that light there, we had, I was out here too. I was hanging too. We had a little fire. We had a little fire going, and they be out here all night long sleeping out here. And the little white lady that stayed there, she moved. They sold that house. And these houses around here are pretty expensive for the houses. She would come over here and try to tell the owner of this property to let them stay. And I'm like, and they would argue. And I was on the owner's side. I'm like, Why won't she let y'all come over in her yard, right there, and make a fire and shit like that? But they said no. Even the white lady said we should be able to stay. I'm like, nigga, if you don't shit your stupid, you stupid, man. They want you like a pet. They don't want you, to have for yourself. They want you just getting handouts. And that's not Christian. Jesus didn't go every day with a loaf of bread and fish and one fish and feed the multitude every single day. Teach you to fish. It's better to teach you to fish. You can eat every day. That's what he said. Democrats want to keep feeding you, bird feeding. That's what we call it in the hood, my hood. Bird feeding, meaning you say somebody owe you $50. Instead, they gonna keep getting you $1 every other day. No, give me don't give me $1. Give me all. You gonna bird feed me out your hand? You know how you feed a bird, and they pecking out your hand. Give me my fucking money. He want to keep you being beholden. You ain't finna bird feed me. I gave you the whole $50 you asked for. You pay me back the whole $50. With Democrats, they want you so you need handouts. And you dependent on the government. That's what they want. And we're trying to, that's why I was trying to tell the guys in me. I'm like, no, we need to end this shit where it's not cool to get a good job. You ain't got to be an athlete. You ain't got to be an entertainer. You ain't got to go to 4-year college. You can go work with these, get a trade, learn how to drive one of these heavy machinery, anything. Welding. They don't want to do that. They want to keep these people think, oh, we're oppressed, we ain't gonna make it, this and that. And then they get mad at us, because, okay, like I said, some of us, we don't care no more. They try, like we're a tribe, we all gotta, like, you gotta care. So like certain these guys, they work for the city, black guys, they're okay, but the rest of us, you're not supposed to have a good job of money in your pocket. You're supposed to put into this whatever. They got something called some kind of pot. I'm like, what pot? Where's the pot? Where do you put an application to get money from this pot? From Oprah, LeBron. Where's the where I got business ideas. I don't even need a handout, but I could use a business grant, not a loan. Where's this pot? Why the fuck some of us who got ideas, we can't get a grant? I could use the money to tear down some buildings and build some shit. I got ideas that I know for a fact to work. I already talked to, people who write business plans. I already done it before. So, and since the pot is just, the criteria is just being black, I ain't got to write a business plan. Why the fuck can't I just show up and stick my hand in the pot and give me a couple $100,000 and start a business? I already got the plans. I don't even need nobody to tell me what to do. They don't like that. It's competition. You know what I'm saying? You do that, you're trying to make them look bad. You're trying to look white. Never mind that you're trying to, it's like this stupid mentality. And it's great for us, actually. It's like, could you imagine going to buy a new car and you're going to buy a brand new car, and instead of thinking, your needs, you got a wife and kids, or, you're a woman, whatever, you got kids. Instead of thinking of what you need, I got 2 kids, but they older. You thinking with that's how they think, that you want to make them mad. Like you want to pull up in a brand new Lexus, and you spending all your money that you work for. That's how I promise you, that's how they think. Like you literally goddamn bought the shit to make them mad. You know what I'm saying? Like they send these 2 clowns right here talking loud. Because they're jealousy, straight up jealousy. That's why I said it's the best thing. That's how you know they're going to lose. And all we got to do is just keep doing the right thing. And they'll always just get mad. Instead of doing it like Biden, instead of doing the right thing, he'll do the opposite just to spite us. And everybody's seeing it now. How he's such a failure, a fool, a failure, a dumbass, who don't know what he's doing. Everybody's seeing it. So now people know why the jobs are going to stupid people, because they gave the jobs to stupid do-boys who won't stick up for themselves, who just gonna, lay low, ain't gonna try to get promoted. And now you're not getting promoted because you're upset and trying to outshine. You getting promoted because you want more money. That's just common sense, and you know what you're doing. Some people don't want to get promoted. I seen people, and that's fine. I seen people who got promoted and gave up the promotion. Like, man, what you doing back there? Man, it's just too much stress, and they ain't a big enough raise. $2 more an hour. But I got way more, and it's like, nah, I don't want it. Some people do want it. I seen it. That's fine. But they get mad and jealous. But see, that's why we're always going to win. That's why the Bible says we're going to win. Cause these people, that's why it tells you, when your parents told you, don't listen to that green-eyed monster, because you're going to be so busy being jealous, you're going to ruin your own life out of jealousy and hate. We ain't going to have to do nothing. They're losing now. It's all they exposed. They were so jealous, they exposed themselves. We didn't even have to do anything. They did it to themselves. Stupidity. Stupid. And that's why you don't have to be nice to them. You don't have to be politically correct. You don't have to, you don't have to, oh, don't call them stupid. No, they're fucking stupid. Stupid, stupid, stupid. And they don't know how to handle it. They can't, they're not natural born leaders. They're not. They're just doing what they thought we do. And now it's showing that they don't know what they're doing. And everybody knows now. It's over. It's over. We're finna take back over. So anyway, but back to what I was talking about. It's like I said. It's just like I said. Could you imagine going to buy a new car or whatever, and instead of getting what you need, 4-door car, an SUV, you buy something just to make your neighbors mad, your co-workers. Yeah, I'm gonna make them mad and jealous of me. So you buy a sports coupe, but you needed an SUV. But that's how they think. Nobody's thinking. So the rest of us, you buy a new car. Hey, man, that's a nice car, man. Hey, you might be, yeah, it's expensive. Though. That's fine. You can handle it. You can handle the upkeep, right? You know what you're doing. You're not stupid. You can handle the insurance, the maintenance. Because you got to think of all that before you go buy a Cadillac or whatever. It's not just the payments. Can you handle the insurance? Can you handle, the maintenance? All that. The car note. It's your money. You work for it. You come here every day. Do what you want. But these folks, they don't understand this communism and jealousy. You're not supposed to do all that. You're supposed to be naturally, don't buy a nice car. You got to buy a Toyota or something. But you can afford a Lexus. But you got to buy the cheap car so you won't hurt your neighbor's feelings. That's not your problem. That's not your fault. If you saved your money, you know what you're doing. That's your business. That's on them. They need to go learn how to do these things. If they want blessed with the smarts, they need to realize they're the ones that just aren't smart enough to do it and get over it. They should be smart enough to have listened to their grandparents and their parents when they told them as a kid, don't let that green-eyed monster ruin your life. Don't be jealous. That jealousy gonna ruin your life. When you was mad at the other little boy because he got new shoes and you didn't, your parents will tell you, you gonna get yours, just be patient. Don't be jealous of him. You can still be friends with him, but you don't want to play with him no more. All those little lessons, they really do teach you how to be a grown-up. Not no Democrat shit of, oh, we're helping that shit is bullshit. You ain't got to give back. If you doing your job, going to work, doing what you're supposed to do, making your money, that's how you give back. You ain't got to give back. You ain't fucking LeBron James. You ain't got to goddamn put back into the pot. You ain't got to do nothing. That's communist shit. They trying to brainwash you. They just want to take your money. They corrupt. They're corrupt politicians. They want to take your money and fool you into thinking you doing the right thing. Oh yeah, I was just giving back. Now your dumb ass ain't got no house, no car, nothing. But you gave back. No, stupid bitch. They took your money. And that was the end of it. You got ganked, and that's the end of it. You got robbed, and now you look like a fool, and now nobody can help you. You got to go to a shelter, or something like that. That's another thing. They finally admitted, I finally saw one black guy admit on national news the truth about another thing these liberals try to fool people with. Oh, we got to help people. Oh, we got to do something about homelessness. It finally took somebody on national news, I saw it yesterday, to admit what all black people been known. The majority of them, they don't want help. Why? Because that means they got to give up with their habits. That's why they stay in the streets. Not because there's not enough money. There's more than enough money. If you go to a shelter and tell them you want to join the program, there's always space. They'll take you right then. There's always space. Why? Because they don't want to join the program. Then they got to give up drugs. They got to follow the curfew. They can't hang out no more. That's why they don't. That's why in every major city, it's not just one city. It's everywhere. That's why they all outside, because they don't want to go in. Then they gotta goddamn follow the rules. And the thing about it is only for like a year. And that's why, that's another thing that's saying, oh, everybody's only 2 checks away from being homeless, two or three. No, it's not. Because most of us, we all know. Nope, I would be homeless, but I wouldn't stay homeless. First thing I would do, the first day I lost my job, my house, I go to one of them programs. And like I said, they always have openings. It ain't like it's going to be a long wait list, because they don't want to join the program. I don't use drugs, so I can go right now and sign up. You're going to be on probation for a couple of months. You can't go out. So what? You getting back on your feet. You supposed to be looking forward to the future anyway. All this brainwashing dumb shit. Fucking listen to these crazy ass people. These motherfuckers crazy. They'll have you homeless, out here running around like you fucking crazy and can't take care of yourself, thinking that you guys people because you homeless. No, bro, you gonna burn in hell. You gonna be homeless on earth, then burn in hell. You stupid. You better stop listening to these stupid motherfuckers. I'm telling you. But I gotta. Also, like I said, I just wanted to show, like I said, all these liberals around here, they doing all these building up, all these Democrats, tearing shit down for them, for themselves. I don't know what they're gonna put there. Like I said, there's microbreweries and all that little shit. In the summertime they play music, all the little hippies, but then, like I said, there was a whole bunch of homeless dudes out here. But I just wanted to point out the hypocrisy of liberal Democrats. Party of the KKK. That's another thing. Nobody point out they're literally the party of the KKK. Never changed. Literally. Fought for slavery. That's the whole, they fought for slavery, fought for Jim Crow. They keep bringing up Jim Crow. It was all Democrats. Robert Byrd, George Wallace, that Biden keep talking about. It's like everybody he brought up is a Democrat. Well, you want to be on the side of Martin Luther King or George Wallace. Like, bitch, they're all Democrats. Stupid, senile motherfuckers. Y'all crazy. But anyway, that's enough.